Good afternoon, students. Today we will study English in that supplementary reader, which is bringing lesson number 2, bringing up Kari. Now here, Kari. First of all, who was Kari? Who is Kari? So Kari is a small baby elephant. Okay, it is a baby elephant. It is only 5 years, 5 months old. Sorry, and it grows up with the boy. Okay, that means he is a pet of one boy. Now you must have studied about elephants and how they live and how they you have studied in 4th or 5th standard how they communicate and everything. Similarly, in this chapter also you will study how elephant learn many things with the help of the boy, and how it grows up, how it he understood different sign languages and all. That is whole story. Now you may know that many people has pets like dog, cat, rabbits. You also may have some pet with you, or your cousins have pet. So you need to teach them so many things when they are growing up. You cannot simply make them live like as it is. You have to teach them. So here also the boy is teaching Kari so many different things throughout the lesson. Okay, so first we will read out the lesson one by one, paragraph by paragraph, and I'll make you understand each of the paragraph. Now, Kari. Kari, a 5-month-old baby elephant, lives and grows up with the 9-year-old friend and keeper. Kari doesn't eat much, just about 16 kilograms of delicious twigs. See, Kari is only a 5-month-old baby, then also he can eat 16 kilogram of twigs. Twigs means you can say hairy branches and green branches, that is called twigs. And it delicious twigs આખા દિવસમાં 16 kilogram. He is very playful and sensitive. Okay, and Kari saves a boy from drowning. So in this story you will also learn how he saved a boy. Okay, now we'll read paragraph. I'll read this paragraph first, and in this paragraph the yellow color is very important. So I'll teach you how what is this. Kari the elephant was 5 months old when he was given to me to take care of. I was 9 years old and I could reach his back if I stood on tiptoe. He seemed to remain that high for nearly 2 years. We grew together. That is probably why I never found out just how tall he was. He lived in a pavilion under a thatched roof which rested on the trees, thick tree stumps, so that it could not fall when the Kari bumped against the pole as he moved out. Now, તમને વિચાર આવતો હશે first of all કે how can someone keep the elephant, right? આટલું મોટું animal તમે કેવી રીતે pet રાખી શકો? It is too difficult to keep them as a pet. But I will tell you, the southern part of the India, like Kerala or Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, these southern part is full of elephants, and people used to keep elephants and they used to take care of them. Okay, and here also this boy must have given this Kari as a gift, or as his mother must be with the family only, and the Kari is a small baby elephant who is living with the 9-year-old, means તમારાથી પણ નાનો એક છોકરો, right? So how much height it must be? Any height की બહુ નહીં હોય. So when he stood on the tiptoe, tiptoe એટલે એના પગ આપણે toes ઉપર જ્યારે આપણે ઊભા રહીએ એને tiptoe કહેવાય. So when he stood up on the tiptoe, he only can reach up to his back with the if he raise his hand. I'll show you how it looks. Okay, before I'll show you, this is pavilion. Pavilion, what is pavilion? I'll tell you. Pavilion is an open area which has 4 pillars and the roof. It doesn't have walls. Understood? I'll tell you, when you keep bulls or a cow, Okay, you need to keep them in the shade. Okay, and that shade is called pavilion. But in the bulls and cow, you may cover the bulls and cow area with the wall, but when you are keeping elephant, you cannot cover, because it can fall down, because if the elephant the bumped the wall, it can fall down. So this is called pavilion. This is pavilion. It has four pillars, which is made up of thick tree trunk, and it has shade, okay, or a roof, you can say. Now you can see the kari, how it looks very small, right? But you can see the boy as well. The boy એના ટિપટો ઉપર ઊભો રહે ત્યારે એટલીસ્ટ એના હાઈટ જેટલો થાય છે, ત્યાં સુધી એના હાઈટ જેટલો થતો નથી. સો that is also one you can say the small part. હવે બીજું એણે એવું કીધું કે I never understand how he grew, because we grow up together. તો આની હાઈટ વધે એલિફન્ટની, એ જોડે જોડે બોયની પણ હાઈટ વધે. સો સિમિલરલી their હાઈટ એમની એક સાથે ગ્રો થાય છે. તો he never knew that એ કેટલો ટોલ થયો છે 2 yearsની અંદર. Understood? So this is how they live together. Okay, so I'll underline yellow mark the pavilion. You can write down in your notebook, pavilion, a shade under a thatched roof which is rested on the thick tree stumps. Okay, that is your new word, you can say. Now next paragraph. One of the first thing Kari did was to save the life of a boy. Kari did not eat much, but he nevertheless needed 40 pounds of twig a day to chew and play with. Every day I used to take him to the river in the morning for his bath. He would lie down on the sand bank while I rubbed him with the clean sand of the river for an hour. After that, he would lie down in the water for a long time. On a coming out, his skin would be shining ebony, shining like ebony. Ebony is a kind of wood. Okay, ebony is a wood. એને તમે polish કરો ને એકદમ shine કરે. And he would squeal with pleasure as I rubbed water down his back. Now I'll tell you what is it. Simple. તમે કોઈ એનિમલને નવડાવો, લાઈક તમારા ઘરે કોઈ ડોગી હોય, તો તમે ડોગીને નવડાવો તો તમારે 1 કે 2 ડોલ પાણી જોઈએ, રાઈટ? બટ ઇફ યુ વોન્ટ ટુ give a bath to the elephant, you need a whole tank full of water to give them bath. So here you can do one thing, you can take them to the river. So this boy is also taking him to the river, and then it is not like કે થોડી વાર નવડાવીને ઘરે આવી જાય. ફર્સ્ટ થિંગ he is resting on the sand, river bank પર એકદમ રેસ્ટ કરે. એ ટાઈમે the boy used to clean his skin with the sand. Sand will give him a scrub massage. તમારી મમ્મીને પૂછો સ્ક્રબ મસાજ એટલે શું? સ્ક્રબિંગ. ઓકે, સો સેન્ડથી એ લોકો એને સ્ક્રબિંગ કરે. એનાથી શું થશે? એની જે સ્કિન ઉપર જે ગંદકી હોય એ ક્લીન થઈ જાય. ધેન હી વિલ લાઈ ડાઉન ઇન ધ રિવર. પાણીની અંદર એકદમ મસ્ત સૂવે. અને સમટાઈમ્સ ઇફ હી લાઈક ટુ પ્લે, હી વિલ take a shower with the water, right, with the trunk. So this is how they used to start their day. Okay, પાછી આવતી વખતે એની એકદમ શાઇની ઇબોની ઇઝ અ કાઇન્ડ ઓફ વુડ. મેં તમને પહેલાં જ કીધું, ઇટ્સ અ કાઇન્ડ ઓફ વુડ. અને એની સ્કિન એકદમ એના જેવી ઇબોની વુડ જેવી થઈ જાય, એકદમ શાઇની. અને એટલો બધો ખુશ થઈ ગયો કે હી વુડ સ્ક્વિલ એટલે ટ્રમ્પ્ટ કરે, ઓ જે કરે ને એને, વિથ પ્લેઝર as I rubbed water down his back. એની પર આમ પાણી નાખું ને એટલે આમ સ્ક્વિલ કરે, પાણીને ઉડાડે. ઓકે, then I would take him by the ear. એટલે એને કાનથી પકડીને ખેંચવો પડે. You cannot, that is the easiest way to lead an elephant. Now see here the sign language. If you want elephant to lead somewhere, lead means ક્યાંક લઈ જવો હોય, તો you cannot ટેક હિમ ઇઝીલી કે ચલ ચલ ચલ, લાઈક ડોગીને તમે ગળામાં પટ્ટો બાંધીને ખેંચી ગયા એવું ના થાય. યુ હેવ ટુ આઈધર યુ નીડ ટુ ટેક pull his trunk, either you need to pull his ears. So here I would take him by the ears because that is the easiest way to lead an elephant. Elephant ને lead કરવો હોય તો તમારે એને કાનથી પકડીને લઈ જવો પડે. ઓકે, and leave him on the edge of the jungle while I went into the forest to get some luscious. Now luscious means full of juice. Luscious means full of juice. You can write down this word luscious, and it is full of juice and delicious. Twigs for his dinner. One has to have very sharp hatchet to cut down these twigs into twigs. It takes half an hour to sharpen the hatchet because the twig is mutilated and elephant will not touch it. Okay, now here the meanings of luscious and all things are written. Jo અહીંયા છે ને, you can see squill. Squill means trumpet. I said trumpet. Okay, squill means એ કરે એને squill કહેવાય. Okay, so અહીંયા squill લખેલું છે. Then the meaning of luscious is written: juicy or very tasty, sweet smelling. Hatched means small eggs. Small eggs means એકદમ નાની પેલી એકદમ નાની હોય એક્સ કાઇન્ડ ઓફ, એને હેચેટ કહેવાય. અને એ હેલ્પ કેવી રીતે કરે? એ ઇઝીલી કટ કરે. બિકોઝ સી જે તમારી ટ્વિક્સ હોય એ એકદમ ગ્રીન પણ હોય અને ડાર્ક ગ્રીન કાઇન્ડ ઓફ હોય. સો એટ ધેટ point of time it will not easy to cut them. So to cut it you need a sharp hatchet. Okay, અને થોડીક પણ disfigured, mutilated એટલે disfigured or torn awkwardly. તો થોડીક પણ awkwardly એને કટ કરી હોય તમે તો elephant will not touch it, એ ના ખાય. So you need to be very precise in cutting twigs if you have an elephant. I hope આપણા બધા પાસે એક elephant હોય, મજા પડી જાય, right? Okay, it was not an easy job to get twigs and sapling for Kari. Kari તો પાછો એમાં થોડો વધારે હોશિયાર હતો, right? So you need to be very precise in giving him twigs. I had to climb all kinds of trees to get most delicate and tender twigs. As he was very fond of the young branches of the banyan tree, which grows like a cathedral of leaves and branches, I was gathering some one spring day in March, when I suddenly heard Kari calling to me in the distance. As he was still very young, the call was more like that of baby than an elephant. I thought somebody was hurting him. So I came down from my tree and ran very fast to the edge of the forest where I had left him, but he was not there. Okay, now this is a story how he saved a boy. Now, you know that he likes to have the branches of banyan tree. Banyan tree na branches એને બહુ જ ખાવા ગમે. એટલે it must be juicy. Okay, not banana tree. I have said banana. Sorry, banyan tree. Okay, now banyan tree is like a cathedral of leaves. બહુ જ huge હોય, right? So you need to climb it and you need to cut, right? Now one spring day, like in March, when this boy was cutting twigs for the Kari was calling him again. See, આની પહેલા આપણે જોયું કે એને ફોરેસ્ટના એજ ઉપર, એને ફોરેસ્ટની અંદર ના રહી જાય because he might get lost. તો એને ફોરેસ્ટની બહાર ઊભો રાખે કારીને અને પોતે અંદર જઈને એના માટે ટ્વિગ્સ લઈને આવે બોય. So here also he did the same thing, but at that time the Kari was calling this boy again. So he was thinking કે somebody might have hurting him, કોઈ એને હેરાન કરતું હશે, that's why he is calling me. So he leave that area and he went to the elephant, means went to the Kari. And where he left him, he was not there. એટલે કે કારીને જ્યાં આગળ એને મૂક્યો તો છોડ્યો તો, he was not there. કારી ત્યાં હતો નહીં. Now what happened? I looked all over but I could not find him. એને બધે જ જોયું આજુબાજુ પણ એને ક્યાંય કારી મળ્યો નહીં. Now I went near the edge of water. I saw a black something struggling. I saw a black something struggling above its surface. Then it rose higher, and it was the trunk of my elephant. I thought he was drowning. I was helpless because I could not jump into the water and save 400 pounds of him, since he was much higher than I. But I saw the black rise above the water, and the moment he caught my eyes, he began to trumpet and struggle up to the shore. Now what happened here? આટલું હું તમને સમજાવું first. Okay. Now here, Kari was calling his master, okay, the boy. And boy went to the riverside area. So he saw that in the edge of water, he saw that some black thing is moving on the surface of the water. So he understood this is the trunk of the Kari. So he thought that Kari might have drowned. Kari કદાચ ડૂબી રહ્યો છે. Now he was helpless because Kari is a huge elephant and the boy is not that much big. So he cannot pull him from his trunk. So he was very helpless. But after some time he saw that the Kari is rising above the water. એટલે waterમાંથી બહાર નીકળી રહ્યો છે. And the moment he caught my eyes, એણે મારી સામે જોયું, he began trumpet. એને મોટેથી બૂમો પાડવા માંડી, and he is struggling up to do something. Okay. એટલે એનો મતલબ કે he was doing something there. He was not drowning there. Okay. Then still trumpeting, he pushed me into the water. He pushed me into the water, and as I fell into the stream, I saw a small boy lying flat on the bottom of the river. He had not altogether touched the bottom, but was somewhat afloat. Now here, એણે જોયું, કારીએ જોયું કે એનો માસ્ટર આવી ગયો છે, તો what he did, he trumpeting means એને મોટેથી એને બોલાયો. When he come near to the Kari pushed him inside the water. તો obvious છે કે અગર તમે કોઈને એને ધક્કો મારી દીધો નીચે, so the boy fell down into the stream. પાણીમાં ઉતરી ગયો, અને જ્યારે પાણીમાં ઉતરી ગયો boy, he saw a small boy underwater, and he was lying somewhat afloat in the bottom of the water. Means that's another boy was drowning inside the water. પાણીમાં ડૂબી રહ્યો તો બીજો છોકરો. એટલે આ એના માસ્ટરને કહેતો હતો કે ભાઈ તું મને હેલ્પ કર, આ પાણીમાં એક જણ ડૂબી રહ્યું છે, તું એને બહાર કાઢ. ઓકે. I came to the surface of the water to take my breath, and there Kari was standing, his feet planted in the sandbank and his trunk stretched out like a hand waiting for mine. એટલે એ કારી રાહ જોતો હતો બહાર. Right outside he was waiting for his master, that he bring that boy, the master bring that boy, and I will pull them up. તો એ ત્યાં વેઇટ કરતો હતો, ને એણે એની ટ્રંક હતી ને આમ ખેંચીને લાંબી રાખેલી, so that his master can hold his trunk, and then he can take his master as well as that another boy from the water. Okay. Now I dived down again and pulled the body of the drowning boy to the surface, but not being a good swimmer, I could not swim ashore, and the slow current was already dragging me down. હવે એ પાછો અંદર ગયો માસ્ટર, અને એણે જોયું કે પેલો બોયને એની બોડીને એણે ખેંચવાની ટ્રાય કરી, પણ બિકોઝ હી વોઝ ઓલ્સો અ સ્મોલ બોય, એ પણ નાનો છોકરો હતો, સો હી વોઝ ઓલ્સો નોટ અ ગુડ સ્વિમર, તો એ પણ અંદર ડૂબવા માંડ્યો. એ મતલબ બોય જે માસ્ટર હતો એનો કારીનો, એ પણ અંદર ડૂબવા માંડ્યો. Now Now what he can do? See. Seeing us drift by the current, Kari, who was usually slow and ponderous, suddenly darted like a hawk and come halfway into the water, where I saw him stretched out his trunk. Again, I raised up my hand and to catch it, and it slipped. But I found myself going under the water again. But this time, sorry, see, you can see here the boy is, this boy is drowning, and this is the master of Kari, and Kari is stretching this, both of them together. He is already halfway into the river, but this time I found that water was not very deep, so I sank to the bottom of the river and doubled my feet under me, and then suddenly kicked the river bed so shot upward like an arrow. In spite of the fact I was holding the drowning boy with my hand, as my body rose above the water, I felt lasso. Lasso એટલે એક કોઈક આમ ગળામાં શું કહેવાય, એક દોરી જેવું આમ બાંધી દીધું હોય, લાઈક કોઈ આપણે કેચ કર્યું હોય એને લાસો કહેવાય. ઓકે, this frightened me. I thought some water animal was going to swallow me. I heard Kari squealing. I knew it was his trunk about my neck, and he pulled us both ashore. એટલે ફરી વાર એ લોકો ડૂબી ગયા અંદર, પણ that time this water was not very deep. So what the boy did, the master did, એને પેલા ડ્રોનિંગ બોયને લઈને જે ડૂબતો હતો, રાઈટ? સો what he did, he kicked up the bed. એટલે નીચે ધક્કો માર્યો પગથી, એટલે પગ ઉપર આપણે જઈએ ને એટલે ઉપર આવ્યો, અને વન્સ હી કમ અપ, કોઈકે એના ગળામાં આમ ફાંસો મારેલો હોય ને એ રીતનું એને ફીલ થયું. એટલે એને પહેલાં એવું વિચાર આવ્યો કે આઈ થિંક સમ વોટર એનિમલ કેન કિલ મી, લાઈક ક્રોકોડાઇલ ઓર એનીથિંગ. બટ ત્યાં જ કારીએ સ્ક્વિલિંગ કર્યું, એટલે કારીએ બૂમ પાડી. એટલે હી અન્ડરસ્ટુડ કે ધીસ ઇઝ નોટ any water animal, it is Kari itself. He is helping us to come out of the water. So this is how Kari saved the boy. Now, next point, Kari becomes fond of ripe bananas. હવે next incident એવો છે કે કારી અત્યાર સુધી બનિયન ટ્રીની ટ્વિક્સ ખાઈને રહેતો હતો, રાઈટ? પછી ધીરે ધીરે એને ફ્રૂટ્સ ખાવાની ઈચ્છા થાય, મોટો થયું એ રીતે. સો નાઉ હાઉ હી ઇઝ ડુઈંગ સમથિંગ which makes other people discomfort. Okay, let's do it. Kari was like a baby. He had to be trained to be good. If you did not tell him that when he was naughty, he was up to more mischief than ever. હવે કારી ધીરે ધીરે બેબી નથી રહ્યો, રાઈટ? અરે સોરી, કારી વોઝ લાઈક અ બેબી. એ નાના બેબી જેવું છે. આપણે બેબીને કહેવું પડે, ખબર છે? નાનો બાળક હોય તો વોટ યુ હેવ ટુ ડુ, યુ હેવ ટુ ટેલ હિમ એવરી ટાઈમ, યુ કેન નોટ બી નોટી, યુ કેન નોટ ડુ ધીસ, યુ કેન નોટ ડે દેટ, because they don't know how to behave. Similarly, Kari do not know how to behave in the society. So you need to be train him. આપણે પેટ એનિમલ્સને ટ્રેન કરતા હોઈએ છીએ એવી જ રીતે. યુ નીડ ટુ ટેલ હિમ દેટ હી ઇઝ નોટ ડુઈંગ ગુડ, હી ઇઝ ડુઈંગ મિસચીફ. સો every time you need to tell him anything for his mischief. For instance, એક ઇન્સિડન્ટની વાત કરે છે. For instance, one day somebody gave him some bananas to eat. Very soon he developed a great love for ripe bananas. We used to keep the large plates of fruits on a table near a window in the dining room. One day, all the bananas on that table disappeared, and my family blamed the servant for eating all the fruits in the house. A few days later, the fruit disappeared again. This time, the blame was put on me, and I knew I had not done it. It made me very angry with my parents and the servants, for I was sure they had taken all the fruits. The next time the fruit disappeared, I found banana all smashed up in the Kari's pavilion. This surprised me very much, for I had never seen fruit there, and as you know, he had always lived on twigs. One day, કારી જે છે એને કોઈકે બનાનાસ ખાવા આપ્યા અને એને બહુ જ ભાવવા માંડ્યા. હવે એને ટ્વિક્સ તો ભાવતા જ હતા, પણ હવે એને બનાનાસ ભાવવા માંડ્યા. તો હવે એને આ જે બોય છે એના ઘરની અંદર એવરી ડે ડાઇનિંગ ટેબલ ઉપર, ડાઇનિંગ ટેબલની બાજુમાં રૂમમાં વિન્ડો જે હોય એની પર ફ્રૂટ્સ મૂકેલા હોય, અલગ અલગ ફ્રૂટ્સ રાખતા હતા. હવે એવરી ડે એ ફ્રૂટની ડિશમાંથી બનાનાસ ગાયબ થઈ જાય. તો પહેલાં એની ફેમિલીએ એવું વિચાર્યું કે એના કોઈ સર્વન્ટ્સ હશે એ બનાના ખાઈ જતા હશે, ફ્રૂટ્સ ખાઈ જતા હશે. બીજી વખત ભાઈ ફ્રૂટ ડિસએપિયર થયું તો બ્લેમ ગયો આના માસ્ટર ઉપર, કારીના. અને એ બહુ જ ગુસ્સે થયો, કારણ કે મેં તો કંઈ કર્યું જ નથી, મેં તો ખાધા જ નથી કોઈ ફ્રૂટ. એનો મતલબ કે આ કોણ ખાય છે? કાં તો નોકરો ખાય છે, સર્વન્ટ્સ ખાય છે, કાં તો પછી કોઈ બીજું ખાય છે, પણ આઈ એમ નોટ ઇટિંગ ઇટ. સો એન્ડ નેક્સ્ટ ડે વેન ધ ફ્રૂટ ડિસઅપિયર્ડ, he found a banana smashed up on the Kari's pavilion. કારીના પેવિલિયન એટલે કારીના શેડની અંદર આમ તેમ બધા બનાના પડેલા હતા. તો હી સરપ્રાઈઝ કે આ તો કોઈ દિવસ કારી તો કોઈ દિવસ બનાના ખાતો નથી ને, એ તો ટ્વિક્સ જ ખાય છે ઓલવેઝ, તો બનાના અહીંયા શું કરે છે? Now what happened? Next day, while I was sitting in the dining room, wondering whether I should take some fruit from the table. See, you can see here. Ha 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 ha. Without my parents' permission, a long black thing, very much like a snake, suddenly came through the window and disappeared with all the bananas. I was very much frightened because I had never seen snakes eat bananas. And I thought it must be a terrible snake that would sneak in and take fruit. I crept out of the room with great fear in my heart, run out of the house, feeling sure that the snake would come back into the house, eat all the fruit and kill all of us. હવે એક વખત આ ઘરમાં એકલો હતો તો એણે વિચાર્યું કે લાવ હું કંઈક થોડા ફ્રૂટ્સ ખાઉં. એ જ ટાઈમે બ્લેક કલરની એક લોંગ રોપ જેવી વસ્તુ આવી અને બનાનાને લઈને ગઈ. તો એના મગજમાં એવું લાગ્યું કે ઇટ્સ અ સ્નેક, બિકોઝ ખાલી તમને ટ્રંક દેખાય તો તમને શું લાગે? સ્નેક જ લાગે ને. ટ્રંક કેવી લાગે એલિફન્ટની, રાઈટ? So he thought that it was snake and he is eating all the bananas and now he will eat us also. એટલો ડરી ગયો કારીનો પેલો friend. As I went out, I saw Kari's back disappearing in the direction of the pavilion. I was so frightened that I wanted his company to cheer me up. I ran after him into the pavilion and I found him there eating bananas. I stood still astonishment એટલે surprise. The bananas were lying strewn all around. He stretched out his trunk, reached for one far away from he was standing. That instant, the trunk looked like a black snake. I realized that Kari was the thief. I went to him, pulled him out by the ear, and joyously showed my parents that it was Kari, not I, had eaten all the fruits these many weeks. Then I scolded him for elephant understand words as well as children. And I said to him, next time I see you stealing fruits, you will be whipped out of the house. He knew that we were all angry with him, even the servants. His pride was so injured that he never stole any other things from the dining room. And from then on, if anybody gave him any fruit, he always squealed as if to thank them. હવે કારી જે છે એને આવી રીતે જોઈ લીધો. કારી એકચ્યુઅલી જે બોય હતો he was very frightened અને he saw Kari going his back, અને તો એને એવું લાગ્યું કે હું કારી પાસે જઈશ ને હું સેફ થઈ જઈશ, કારણ કે સ્નેક છે એલિફન્ટની બાજુમાં નહીં આવે. So he went running to the Kari and he saw that Kari was standing in the pavilion eating the bananas. Then he thought, oh my God, it was Kari who was looked like his trunk who was looked like a black snake. અને એના પછી એણે he showed his parent, એણે કાન પકડ્યા કારીના ખેંચ્યા અને he showed it to parent કે જો that is not me, that's Kari who was stealing all the fruits and he was eating everything. I said to him, next time I'll see you stealing. એટલે એણે જોયું કે next time હું જો તને કંઈ પણ ચોરતા જોઈશ, એણે એવું કીધું કે next time if I see you anything stealing, એટલે કંઈ પણ ચોરતા જોઈશ તો you will out of the house. એને the Kari understood કે now everybody is got angry with me, so he was very hurt. એને pride, એટલે એને પોતાનો સ્વાભિમાન હોય ને પોતાનું કે મને કોઈ ખીજાઈ ગયું મને. So never ever he was doing same thing again. એને પછી ક્યારેય એ વસ્તુ કરી નહીં, ક્યારેય વસ્તુ કરી નહીં. અને નેક્સ્ટ ટાઈમ ક્યારેય પણ એને કોઈ ફ્રૂટ આપે ને તો he was thanking him. Okay, now how to teach elephants different things. કેવી રીતે તમે ટીચ કરી શકો એલિફન્ટને? કારણ કે એલિફન્ટ ઇઝ અ બિગ એનિમલ. યુ કેનોટ સિમ્પલી એને ખેંચીને એમ કહી દો કે ચલો આમ ના કરો આમ કરો. Dogs you can treat them like that, cats you can treat them, but for elephant you need to work very hard. But you know Kari is a fast learner, okay, and he knows every signal of his master. Okay, an elephant is willing to be punished for having done wrong, but if you punish him without any reason, he will remember and it pay you back in your own coin. એટલે અગર કારીને તમે કોઈ ખોટા રીઝન માટે, એલિફન્ટને તમે સાચા રીઝન માટે પનિશ કરો ને, if you punish them for a right reason, they will understand it. But if you will punish them with the wrong reason, or you are punishing without any reason, then they will be very angry. Now how Kari learn things, that is very important. An elephant must be taught when to sit down, when to walk, when to go fast, when to go slow. Right? તમારે એને શીખવાડવું પડે એલિફન્ટને, જેવી રીતે બીજા એનિમલ્સને શીખવાડવું પડે, બરાબર? બટ હિયર Kari was a very good learner. You teach him these things as you teach a child. If you say dhat and pull him by the ear, he will gradually learn to sit down. Means તમારે એને બેસાડવું હોય તો you have to say dhat and you have to pull him by his ear. Similarly, if you say Mali and pull his trunk forward, he will gradually learn that it is the signal to walk. So for sitting, it is dhat. For standing and walking, it is Mali. And you have to pull the trunk. Then and only then they will learn how to walk. Kari learned Mali after 3 lessons. 3 વખત એને શીખવાડ્યું માલી કરીને ઊભા કરવાનું. 3 lessonsમાં એને શીખી લીધું. It's very fast, right? But it took him 3 weeks to learn that. That means he likes to move, but he doesn't like to sit down. So માલી એને 3 જ મિનિટમાં 3 લેસન એટલે 3 ટાઈમમાં શીખી લીધું. But it took 3 weeks. 3 weeks સુધી એને શીખવાડવું પડે કે you need to that means you need to sit down. Okay, he was no good at sitting down. And do you know why? An elephant should be taught to sit down? Because he grows taller and taller than you, who take care of him, so that when he is 2 or 3 years old, you can only reach his back with a ladder. It is therefore better to teach him sit down by saying dhat, so that you can climb upon his back, for who would want to carry the ladder around all the time? Means, elephant is a huge animal, right? You cannot reach to his back like you are raising hand and you reach to his back. No, you need a ladder to go up. You need to teach them that. You need to teach them how sitting down. Then and only then you can go to their back. Okay. The most difficult thing to teach an elephant is the master call. Master call means calling of their master. કેવી રીતે એમને બોલાવું, right? He generally, Kari, right? He generally takes 5 years to learn it properly. The master call is a strange hissing and howling sound. આપણે તમારે માસ્ટર કોલ કેમ કરવો પડે એનું રીઝન પણ છે અને માસ્ટર કોલ શું છે તો માસ્ટર કોલ ઇઝ અ સ્ટ્રેન્જ હિસિંગ સાઉન્ડ એટલે એકદમ સ્ટ્રેન્જ સાઉન્ડ છે which is needed for calling the elephant in from the forest, as if a snake and a tiger was fighting with each other. You have to make that kind of noise in his ear. Do you know what you expect an elephant to do when you give him the master call? Like, what do you expect from elephant? अगर तुम्हें master call आपो तो ये शू करे? If you are lost in the jungle and there is no way out and everything is black except the stars above, you dare not stay very long anywhere. The only thing to do then is to give master call. At once the elephant pulls down the trees in front of him with his trunk. Okay, now why the master call is important? The master call એટલા માટે important છે. It is for us. If you are with an elephant and you lost in the jungle and you don't know how to go out of this jungle, then you need to do this master call. When your elephant hear this master call, what he will do, he pull up all the trees અને તમારા માટે આમ રસ્તો કરી આપે એટલે તમારા સાઉન્ડને થી ડિરેક્ટ થઈને તમારી તરફે આવી શકે. That is how they do. This frightens all the animals away. As the trees crashing down, monkeys wake from their sleep and run from the branch to branch. You can see them in the midnight and you can almost see the stags running all direction below. You can hear the growl of the tiger in the distance. Even he is frightened. Then the elephant pulls down the next tree and the next and the next. Soon you will find a road that he was made, a road right through the jungle straight to your house. એનો મતલબ છે કે if you are lost in the jungle and you are a master of any elephant, you can make a master call which helps elephant to understand that you are alone. So when he understand that you are alone, what he will do, he will make a road or a route for you to come out from the jungle. This is called a master call. Okay, that's all of the story. And here the story narrator of the story is Dhan Gopal Mukherjee, and the story is from the Kari the elephant. The exercise, the question answers I will upload on the ERP. Okay, that's all for the lesson. Thank you so much for hearing me.